Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. You know exactly what time it is, man. In this particular video, I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold US30 and US100. But before that, I just want to say thank you guys. I'm currently sitting on 1039 and I couldn't have done it without you guys, so I just want to say thank you for that. It means a lot to me. So looking at this particular instrument, the dollar index, I am currently bullish, and it's obvious to see why. It's because the market, let's do like this. It is because the market keeps making of course higher lows, as you can see, and it keeps making higher highs. It's very obvious to see. Another reason to note is that the market at the moment is above a significant area of support, because previously this was a resistance. Anytime the market reached a high, it sold. The market then found enough momentum to break above, came back to retest, could not then find enough momentum to break below, and as of yet the market is trading above that structure and it seems to be pushing up. And this is why on this particular instrument I am currently bullish. Now the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. So looking at this price action over here, you can also see that the market is bullish even on this particular time frame. So this is why again I have a lot of confidence that the market at the moment is pushing, it is gonna push even higher. So for me to buy this market, I would love to see the market breaking above this particular area of interest over here, and if it does that, I would love to see a retest before I can start to anticipate buys. Or if the market could, because I do also see that there is a trend line, of course, so if the market could maybe push a little bit lower, maybe to test this structure over here, then again that would be a nice area for me to buy. However, the market could do anything. So let's say now the market opens and then it starts to drop even further, breaking these lows. If it does that, it's not a trade smash for me. I would treat this as a short-term bearish market, and then I would look for a retest over here, sell the market back to these lows over here, and then on those lows I would start to anticipate buys from that low over there. But that's all I'm looking for in this particular instrument. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I'm bullish for the week that is coming, and I would encourage you guys to also be bullish. Now moving on to the next instrument of the day, this is gold. Let's move to the higher time frame. I'm currently bullish on this particular instrument on the higher time frame, but I'm bearish on the smaller time frame, and you will see why in a very short while. So now the reason why I'm bullish on this particular instrument is because you can tell that the market is moving higher, and most of all is that the market has just recently broken above this area over here. So this was an area that the market respected for so long. I mean, from 2020, this was when we created this structure over here, or rather from 2021 the market created this high, 2022 created this high, 2023 created this high. So anytime the market reached the high, it sold, reached the high, it sold, reached the high, it sold. It meant there was a lot of resistance around this structure, so the market could not break above that structure. However, we did see that this year the market then eventually it broke out of that structure. So normally what the market should do after a breakout is the market should give a retest before we can see another bullish move coming in. So this is why overall, as much as I am bullish on this particular instrument, I do expect a retracement very soon, which is this move to the downside. I do expect it to come very soon. The way you can trade this market is you need to move to a smaller time frame, and then you will see over there why I am bearish at the moment. So now, okay, let me move to the 4 hours. Moving on to the 4 hour time frame, you can clearly see that there was a trend that had formed, of course. Now the market is broken below. So this first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, the market was moving higher, right? However, last week the market then found enough momentum, it broke below this trend, and not only that, it then again came lower and broke below this area of significance over here, breaking that low. So again, the market at the moment is trading between this high and this low over here. So this is my areas of interest, that high over there and this low over there. So interested to see the market coming back up, give a retest to this high over there. It would be a nice area for me to start selling the market. Or if the market could just open and then break below this low, then again it's not a trade smash. If it could do that, it would mean the market has confirmed our bearish perspective, or rather a bearish bias, and then I would be looking for sales on the retest of this market to short the market back to these lows. However, at the moment the market is ranging, so reach the low we buy, reach the high we sell, and until the market, if the market then decides to break above, then it would confirm those bulls, we start to buy. And if the market breaks below, then it would confirm that short-term correction, then we start to sell the market back to that support, and that's where we start to look for buys. Moving on to US100, let's go to the higher time frame, the monthly time frame. I am bullish on this particular instrument. However, on the current structure on a smaller time frame, I am looking for a reversal, meaning I'm looking for short-term sells, right? The reason why I'm bullish on this particular time frame is simply because you can see that the market is moving higher, right? It's in a bullish trend. And another reason is the market is currently above a level of significance. It's above a support. You notice this previously was a resistance, then it became a support, and so this is why I'm looking for buyers on this particular instrument. Now the way you can trade this structure is you need to move to a smaller time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame, and over there we want to identify areas of interest. So now on this particular daily time frame, these are my two areas of interest, right? So this was the high of the range and this was the low of the range. Now as you can see, the market is broken above the high of the range, so what we can anticipate is a retracement before we can see that bullish move coming in. So let's move to the 1 hour time frame. So in this particular time frame, you can clearly see that the market was moving higher. However, at the moment the market is bearish. Why do I say that? The market was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. However, recently the market broke the higher low and then created a lower low, right? That's the first signal that the market is potentially coming down, right? The second one is the market, instead of creating a higher high, it couldn't, and then it failed and created a lower high, right? So now you can clearly see that the market potentially is creating a bearish channel, so we can expect the market to come back down with the kind of price action that is printed in front of us. So I have identified two areas of interest for me to look for those sells, and this is the high and this is the low. So what I'm looking for is for the market to, if it could rather, go back to this resistance over here. I will start to look for sells to this support and hope that it breaks the support, and if it does break the support, give a retest so I can anticipate those sells to come in, because on this particular time frame, short term, I am looking for that correction. I don't know when it's gonna come, but I do expect that next week it is the week that the market is gonna give us that short-term retracement back to the support over here. That's all really that I'm looking for on this instrument. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. The last instrument of the day, this is US30, and I'm closing with this one. Let's go to the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, of course, like I always say, the price action of this one is similar to US100. So again, I'm bullish because the market is bullish, and again, the second reason why I'm bullish on this particular instrument is because the market is currently above a level of significance. It's currently above a support. This was a resistance before, right? Then resistance, then the market broke out. So now I do expect that the market is gonna come back again before we can start to see that move to the upside. We move to the daily time frame. Last week the market respected this high over here and it sold from there, right? So for me, as soon as the market did that, I then expected that the market is going to continue pushing further lower, because if the market was supposed to go up, it shouldn't have respected this area. It should have just broke out and then continue going higher. So now because of it did that, it meant to me we should also identify this as a ranging market, right? For me, rather, the way I trade is I also identify this as a ranging market. So for as long as the market reaches the high, I'm going to look for sells, and if the market reaches the low, I'm going to look for buys, and if the market breaks the lows, I'm going to look for sells back to this support over here. That's where I can start to look for buys, and if the market again breaks these highs over here, then I'll start to look for a continuation to the upside. So the way the two areas that I have identified are these ones over here. I have identified this high and this low as my two areas of interest that I would like to sell from should the market get there. Now if you move to the 4 hour time frame, it's not so clear over here. Let's move to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, you can clearly see why I have identified these areas as my areas of interest. So this was a resistance, many times became support, became resistance, became support, and at the moment the market is below that structure. So it would make sense if the market could go back to that resistance. It would be a good area for me to look for sells, right? That's why I'm interested to sell from that area. And the second one is because this one over here became support, became resistance, and became support again. So because the market is above the structure, it's not a good area for me to sell. So for me to sell, I would need to see the market break below it, then turn it into a resistance, and then I would start to looking for those short-term sells or to push market back to this support over here. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for in this particular instrument. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. However, anything could happen. Let's say now the market instead of trading lower, it starts to break above this high over there. Then if it does that, I'm just gonna buy back to these highs over here, and when we reach these highs, I will anticipate the market to reject those highs, and if it doesn't, maybe instead it breaks above those highs, then it means the market is bullish. Then we should start to buy the market. Thank you guys for watching up to this far. I love you. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.